I've got the techno on my mind, spending in the club all night. I gotta move my body, move my body. Take the body side, getting in the body.
It's almost like falling in love for the first time, all over again. Hold on tight to the feeling, but it's a roller coaster in my head. So I'm holding myself on a precipice, and I've been dreaming off the ground. So I'm looking for something that's definite. I'm praying you don't let me down. It's gotta be all, it's gotta be all or nothing, all or nothing. These doubts like the playing cards close to my chest. Turn them round for the river and hope it's something that I won't regret. So I'm holding myself on a precipice, and I've been dreaming off the ground. So I'm looking for something that's definite. I'm praying you don't let me down. It's gotta be it's gotta be all or nothing, all or nothing. Oh, it's gotta be all or nothing, all or nothing.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. Boys, how y'all doing? Welcome back. I was hoping that this week we would get a pretty big update over on the 10.17. It looks like so far they've just added content. I mean, so they got a lot of more like public events they're adding for gear, for like catch-ups, for... Looks like it's going to be like a pretty big time for like rep stuff and XP stuff while gearing characters in prep for 10.2 or something. But so far, not a lot of class changes besides like a handful of PvP stuff that they've done. I'm still hoping, holding out hope, maybe rogues will actually be able to get a rework for 10.17. But now I'm starting to think maybe it's a 10.2 feature, dude. I'm gonna be a little sad about it, but nothing you can do about it. How you boys all doing? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a good one. I want to gear some alts, man. I want to get some alts done. I want to see if I can jump into the new mega dungeon, because that is huge if you can get it done very quickly. It is a lot of potential gear, and it's actually kind of easy to do. I want to see if I can do it like on a super under-geared character. Also, new PvE, like alt boxes have been added. They added like if you PvP right now, you don't have a conquest cap. They also added these conquest boxes, which like your main that's geared can use their conquest if you already got full gear to buy to send to your alts. You buy it with conquest, it's like 370 conquest each, and you could just kind of mail them over to your alts. Paracasa flags also added that to be cross Blizzard bound, I guess, or a Blizzard account bound. You can basically send them all to your characters and you don't even lose them. It's like you're sending 500, your character receives 500, and we're like, dude, we played all of ourselves, but they had like depreciation in currency. What is this? Are you okay, Blizz? Yo, Tony, how you doing, my man? Hope you have a good one, my guy. Yo, boys, let me get yourself some gear tonight. Also, I need to get the fan rolling because it is summer. But yeah, I was really hoping we would get some kind of like a big update for 10.17. Still kind of holding out hope they'll maybe just release something out of left field. I'm breathing that copium really hard. I'm like, you know what? They're probably just trying to get the content out for 10.17, all the catch-up stuff, and then there'll be class changes later. But now I'm starting to think of like, normally they just come out swinging from the get-go. You know what I mean? For a new patch, big class changes first things first. Now I'm starting to think maybe we're going to get less of that, but who knows? Let me get the fan roll. Also, another question, boys. Which character do we start with for the day? I have a lot of alts I want to gear out today if I can. I also would like to get some more like high-end keys done on the rogue. Also probably a raid tonight. Actually, can stream the raid. We were able to get Magmarax down. Tonight we'll be doing Echo. Hopefully won't be on him for too long. And then we got Sarkareth to re-clear, so hopefully we can get both of them done tonight, which will be the dream. Also will be the dream to get actual gear off of either one of those two bosses. Like Sark Trinket would be amazing, dude. Would be absolutely amazing. But the other bosses we cleared last night were actually not bad at all. Rashok went down fairly quickly. Zakali, I was in for that one. That one just kind of, we blew past it really quickly. Zaskarn was the one that's like, we're still confused how we want to do it, but like we kind of get it done. And Magmarax is easy. Magmarax is actually such a fun fight. It kind of sucked last night because I did have to like back away to do the soaking, where I want to stay in the melee of the boss the entire time. Every melee complained about it. But also other trash. Oh no, dude. Oh no. I don't even want to live after opening it. Yeah, sometimes you just can't really get much good out of it, especially like on your mains, man. Especially on your mains. I'm just glad I was able to get myself a setup where I can replace at least the Onyx Underlit. But apparently the ring that I have for Aeronog with the stats that it has, it's still really good. It's like better than a crafted 447 ring with a socket, like even best in slot stats. That extra little bit of fire damage it still does because of my mace and the Shadow Flame enchant thing. It's just still really good. The Warlock Dal, the Warlock got another socket. Warlock got a socket? What the? I would just get crafted gear, man. I wouldn't even go for sockets anymore unless you literally crafted 447 head to toe. Alright, chat. What do we start with, man? I want to try to see if I can get either the Mega Dungeon done or get more Mythic Pluses out of the way. What are you boys feeling? I want to try to see if I can get a bit more gear on some of these characters. Like, Hunter is mostly fine. Priest could use a run. That they could easily use a run. I just don't remember. So right now, evoker. I'd like to also get evoker keys done, just so I can maybe get myself a Hall's infusion trinket. Maybe that would be ideal. Also, gotta kill Sarkarath heroic at some point. But yeah, 4 times Mythic week, by the way. With Cap. Wait, hold on. It's 4 times Mythic week, by the way. Oh, you mean this week, like the 4 Mythic dungeon week? It's pretty good for that. It's definitely worth doing. But chat, I need some ideas. Let me do that. Okay, now I can move. I'm gonna try Mistweaver caster build. Super fun. Are Mistweavers actually playing a caster build right now? Is that a thing? Have not. Are Mistweavers even being played? Because right now it looks like fist weaving has generally been the more popular playstyle. Okay, here's the build. It still is a Ancient Teachings with Phalanx Stomp. Yeah, I don't know. At least for M+. Hold on, maybe raid build. There's like a caster build. Who knows though? Although it doesn't look Mistweavers that popular as a caster build, or really just in general. Is this it? Mists of Life? Life Icon applies renew mist to the target with Chrysalis. Is that the one? Or is that not it? Which one is it? Common Coalescence. Each time through the mist heals, the absorbers increase. Is that the one? Is that it? It looks like there is a caster build. What about this? Is this a melee thing? No, you're right. A lot of them are very much a caster through the mist builds. But not for M+, apparently. They're just not that strong there. But in a raid, they are. Oh. I guess that makes sense, because like you want to be able to do a bit of damage in Mythic Pluses anyway. But bummer. Kind of, actually. A bit of a bummer. Play caster build for M+. Wait, but like, don't you do like no damage as a caster build, though? Hold on a second. Don't you give up way too much damage, though? Or am I wrong about that? It looks like a lot of monks, at least in subcreation, are like full healer build. With like they have melee baked into it, right? Like, let me show you what I'm looking at. So I'm looking at the build for monks. This is Mythic Pluses right now. Like a lot of them are defaulted with Phalanx Stomp Ancient Teachings, right? They just gotta have every single build has this, and there's not a lot of variation. This is about as much variation as you get out of it. I just think it's because it's fun. I mean, for sure. For sure. In raids, I imagine it's a lot better. I'd like to give it a go. I would love for them to like give some kind of like a damage buff to, if you play caster build, right? Maybe like some kind of like a passive, the more you heal, the more damage you do, sort of kinda. Or like your Seething Mist healing eventually builds up the damage of, I don't know, Tiger Jade Lightning or something, make it cleave. So then maybe there could be a playstyle. Who knows, honestly. Cast Weaver in PvP only, really? Yeah, I mean, it's just like a good throughput class, isn't it? Yeah. Hey, what's up, Azad? Hi to my man. Do you play Augmentation? I do. I love me some Augmentation. Should we try an Augmentation key off the bat? Because I'd like to do a Halls of Infusion on Augmentation if I can. The chance to see if I can get the trinket. That or see if I can just jump in like a Sarkarath hero group. Otherwise, I want to get myself a Mega Dungeon done if possible. Pretty good. That's awesome to hear, my man. Awesome. But yo, boys, I need some ideas. I need some suggestions. I need to start gearing some of these characters out. I was thinking either do the Paladin. We did Holy yesterday. I would love to do the Mega Dungeon on the Holy if possible. Warlock needs some more gear done too. Monk, Demon Hunter, Druid as well. Mage, Warrior. Like, I got a lot of characters that still need gear. I just need an idea, man. What do we start with for the day? You guys have any suggestions? Anything specifically want to see? Because we can figure out how we gear. I also want to see if I can grab, let me do this while you guys figure this out. I want to go and see if I can grab a couple of those PvE boxes to send over to my alts. I want to see if they're any good. Give Mr. Warlock some love. I'm actually going to try to see if I can do this real quickly. So they've added into the live realms. Let me see if I can drop this off at the bank real quickly. Just because I don't know why. I just like, I guess I've developed a bit of an OCD when it comes to my bags. Usually my gathering reagents, they have nothing on them. Or rarely anything in them. Everything is in my bank. I don't know why it just looks so much cleaner. Just open. I mean, the spaces are there to be filled, but like, I don't know. I've been like super anal about trying to put them in the, what is it, in their inventory slots over in the bank. I guess I gotta do more dungeons then, huh? I did do a key earlier on my rogue. What was it? Was it Halls? I think it was Halls, right? Do I have it? Yeah, I do. We actually didn't do that bad of damage. I did play the Kyrian build. I want to try to see... Wow, barely crit. Compared to all my other abilities. I usually have like pretty high crit chance, but not with that one. I want to see if I can maybe play the ambush build as well. Give that a go. It's just not been a build that I've been focusing on whatsoever with Keep It Rolling being how good it is. Need a Jester build? Jester build, I really want to... Yeah, I do want to give it a try. I do want to give this Rain of Fire thing a try. What's up, Jay? How you, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Also, Crow, if you got any questions when it comes to Dragonflight, like catch up and all that, my guy, feel free to hit me up, even on Discord, right? Just DM me a question on Disc. I might be able to help here and there. Yeah. Have you tried it, dude? The build? Yeah. Okay, so we'll probably give that one a go in just a second here. I just want to see how good are these boxes. So this guy over here has a nice new little item, volcanic equipment chest for item level 398 pieces. So this is basically like a Mythic Plus version of the PvP boxes. These are the PvE boxes that cost 250 flight stones, and they give you a random item of the like the dungeon Mythic Plus quality at 398. So I think it's only gonna go to 411, right? Maybe higher. I want to see if I can send him over to my Warlock, see what the Warlock can get out of it. Just because Lock does not have a lot of item levels, so maybe it'll be kind of good. Maybe. Potentially. What is Jester build? I'm curious, Mark. Yeah, hold on a second. It's like a Rain of Fire Infernal build. Since they added that one talent where when you summon Infernal, your next few soul shard spenders. Is it fair to say social spenders? Does that work on Shadow? So it works on Chaos Bolt and it works on Rain of Fire. I was gonna say, does it work on Shadow Burn? But your next Chaos Bolts and Rain of Fires do extra giga damage. Add 2 stacks or 2 points invested into Crash of Chaos. Summon Infernal causes the next 8 Chaos Bolts to be 50% more effective, or 8 casts of Rain of Fire to be 70% more effective. And then you play together with the Grand Warlock's design, and you're constantly churning out a bunch of Infernals because they generate a lot of resources. You also play into the Avatar of Destruction where you summon a Blasphemy whenever you spend enough Rain of Fire Chaos Bolts, which you should be spamming during your big AoE opener. This guy also, just like the Infernal, generates you a lot of resources. You're churning through a lot of Chaos Bolts, lots of Rain of Fires, and that gives you that big cooldown reduction onto the Infernal, which should hopefully, ideally, be like a minute 50, a minute 30 CD. So it should be good, like on paper. I just want to see what this turns into, if anything good. I was hoping maybe a trinket. I mean, I guess I could like upgrade it, right? What's the upgrade maximum on these things actually? I mean, it's all right. Is this like heroic gear or is this a Mythic Plus gear? I'm not even sure. Hold on, I want to see what that upgrades to. Like the maximum. I guess it's better than nothing for 11 max. Yeah, you're right. I guess like that's better than nothing if you have enough of the resources. I guess it's only like one playing Shadow Flame Stones. You know what? That's not terrible for like a fresh new character. I was really hoping for some trinkets though. I was really hoping for like some kind of a trinket or something. That's not bad, I guess. I was really hoping to maybe get like a good trinket out of it or something. I don't know, like maybe a... I don't know, what would be good for me from the current list of dungeons? Maybe like Fragment? I don't even know. Is that good? Because I think that normally will end up pretty well with your Infernal. Like really well with your Infernal. If you're not doing the cooldown reduction. But even then, like, it probably will be pretty good. What else is there? I guess the idol would have been okay too. It's like a passive trinket. Supposedly look pretty decent. Or maybe Ludicrous Doll. Like pulsing veins would have been pretty good too, especially if it had a socket. Speaking about sockets, I'm kind of trolling myself if I don't have if I just have an empty socket in here. Hold on a second. Hold on a sec. Infernal RF spam and it makes its rain of fire tick around 50 to 60k. Infernal rain of fire spam and it makes the rain of fire tick for around 50 to 60. What do you mean by that? Let me get a gem. I need. Is it mastery haste? Or is it haste mastery that I want? I think I'll just do mastery haste. And I'll do haste in the ring. I'll do the cheaper version just because that's not my best assault ring. Like, this is one of those things, one of those rings that would be easily replaced once I get like any other ring, like a amalgam ring or something like that. Easily replaced. Okay, I want to see if I can get into a mega dungeon, that or start my own group, or do something plus. Because I don't really have a key, but maybe we can get into one. Dawn. Only people with XP or achieve. What does he mean by the achieve? Does he mean like the endless run? I don't know. Dawn before this and alt. I don't know. Fresh. Boss 6, learn to be patient. I don't really know. I'll try to see if I can set up for a couple of these, but I don't really know. I'll have to wait and see. Mirror trinket research. I don't know what that means. Add a Ridicron. Full run. I mean, maybe we can get in. Possibly. Or to get declined easily. 3 boss. Is that 3rd boss or is that? I guess we'll see. I'll try to see if I can set up for a couple of these. Fresh mega dungeon. Maybe. My item level was extremely low, so I don't really know what I'll be able to do. New season due for tomorrow, gonna be fun. We'll see, because I've heard some people say like a mixed feeling. I've heard people have a mixed reaction to the new Diablo seasonal stuff. Like, maybe it'll be good, but it hasn't been like holistically, overwhelmingly everybody's positive about it. It's a lot of people like criticizing the new mechanic or whatever for this thing. So we'll see. We'll see. What about getting a U, Dal? What I'm thought Dal is a U? Wait. Yeah, no. I'm an A. I do have an EU account, but I do an A stuff. Can do a key with you, I'm a U. He's an A. Yeah. Unfortunate. But I mean, I do have an account. I just don't even have a max level character over in like the over in the U side at all. What's going on, good? What's up, crazy? How do my man? Hope you're having a good one, my guy. Try to see if I can get into mega dungeon, that or maybe get like the this guy like a 16 done, or not a 16, but like an 11 at the very least. Get a little bit of gear on this guy. I tried to open up some of the PvE boxes. I didn't get anything good out of it, but maybe if I try again, like maybe I can get a decent trinket at the very least. Maybe a good ring. I really would have needed like a character that has 0 gear to benefit from those boxes, I think. Because I have a little bit of gear, like 408-ish stuff on the Warlock, which is decent to start with. Not amazing, but decent. I don't know what KWTD means. There are boss no fights. I'm not getting a lot of sign-ups, so let's try to see if we can just do like an 11. Maybe. Hopefully. Even 11, like I could see myself have a little bit of a hard time getting into. Just because, again, kind of a lower item level in this thing. Account-wide quest training is needed. Yo, if you could do account-wide quest training, I have so many quests on my main. I would just need to get flight stones, and if you can make that also tradable, I would easily just send them over. This guy would be like kitted head to toe. I'd just take everything that can be upgraded all the way to the max. Like all these hero pieces would be 441 minimum right about now. That would be insane if they did that. Because I have so many of them stored up on my main. It's not even funny. I just need to quit out of that one. See if I can get in. Can I upgrade anything at all? I still need the crests. I need the PvE crests. I need the LFR crests. I have so many of those on my main. So many LFR crests on my main. It's actually not even funny. Lair? Maybe? Notharis? Potentially? Got in? Surprisingly. Hey, we're in. All right. Okay, let me try the build, man. Let me try the Warlock build while we're waiting for the group anyway. Just to try this out. Have you seen the reason why you shouldn't? I think you, I can't think of when you do work still. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, it's one of those. So the thing is, the crest system made gearing in this patch ridiculously easy and ridiculously quick compared to the previous patch. Like 10.1, 10.0 gearing wasn't all that bad, but 10.1 gearing is insanely quick. It is fast. It is ridiculously how good it is. It is ridiculously good. So I can totally see them like being a little bit less likely to allow crest trading, just because you still work towards those quests, but it makes gearing mains super quick. It's basically going to trivialize gearing alts if you could trade them. As nice as it would be, and I'm not completely against the idea either, I just think they're probably a little bit like cautious about it more than anything, I imagine. You know what I mean? Like I would be, because it just like takes like what it's like very little time to get like a character fully maxed out, like an alt or something. Imagine if you could just trade those things across characters. It'd be like effortless, like absolutely effortless. I mean, this thing is pretty good on like 5 targets. I mean, the resource generation is also kind of insane, honestly. Look at this. It's literally like Shadowlandsy. It's very much Shadowlandsy playstyle, where you're literally just spamming Rain of Fire at times. Just constantly. Rain of Fire. 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 That's all you do is just spamming Rain of Fire. Okay, this will be fun. I imagine this will be really good in AoE if the tank pulls big. But on bosses, I think my damage is probably going to go out of the window. Telling you that right now. We're gonna try to see if I can I get out of combat? Please? Is the eyeball, man. One full cross. Dude, that'd be insane. It'd be so good though. It'd be so good. I don't know. Maybe they'll reconsider it, you know? Who knows? Do you live in an ADL? I do live in a name. Yeah, I'm 446 equipping a character. Gearing is insanely fast. It is really nice. Like putting an effort onto one character, it is ridiculous. With the build, it should actually be pretty good on single target. It should be fine. I mean, so the thing is about Destro Warlock is I feel like it's one of those specs that every time I played it, right? Every time I play it, even when it was like during SL, it's like a handful of buttons. It's immolation, or it's immolate, conflagrate, chaos bolt, and incinerate. You would imagine the rotation would be really simple and really easy. That being said, there are little optimizational things that you can do as a warlock to do more damage. And I feel like every time I played it back during SL or in Dragonflight so far, it's like, it's simplistic. It's what's the best word for it? It looks easy. But like there's a bit of depth to it, and I always mess up the depth part of it. Every single time. Every single time. So it's just like the damage that I try to do, damage I want to be able to do is never the same as the damage I'm actually doing in the dungeon. Fire Mage is another one of those. It's like deceptively easy because you're thinking, oh, it's just like a handful of buttons. It's not that bad. But the depth comes in with how you use its abilities and the passes you're trying to maintain, like juggling the mastery buff. Because I played a dungeon earlier as a mage, just to give Fire Mage a go. I don't have the gear for it. Definitely get a lot more mastery. But 2 little optimizational things you do in between a rotation. Like there's moments when I'm like trying to pay attention to it, and I accidentally get it right, and my damage goes up above everybody. And then times when I get it wrong, and my damage is lower than everybody else. So it's just like very little detailed things are extremely important for that spec. It's super fast paced, super reactive. It's something that you would just won't be able to just jump into immediately. Like you could press buttons, but like it just I don't know, I just have a hard time feeling effective, and therefore makes me want to try something else. Crash and Chaos buff always stays at start the key, by the way. The Crash and Chaos buff stays when you start the key. What do you mean, this thing? So summon Infernal at the very beginning of the key, have it reset so you can summon another one. Okay. We'll see. I can't get one plus 11, but Warlock because he's wait, what? Because he's only 430. Wait, 11s is a 430? Hold on a second. And I need more fragments. Wait, 430 item level is plenty. Are you saying 403? Because I can see like 403 have a hard time getting into 11. But 430 should be easy. Like most classes that are doing like, what is it, 11s are about like in the 420 range or so. Like that's usually where people would be like perfectly fine taking you. Like my character is 415. I think the only reason I was gonna picked up is maybe this guy is running the Red AO add-on, so you can see like my main hit score was in 11s at 410. Like you could totally get him done at 405, 400. Like you don't need a high item level. That being said, the World of Pugs is very, very different. You know what I mean? Oh, that looks so good. I gotta get myself some of the new team of models, man. That looks so good. That looks so good. Okay, well we can get this guy summoned. We're missing a healer, but hopefully he'll come back soonish, maybe. That or we gotta swap him out. I'll give like the lead, like let him figure it out, I guess. Not really sure what's going on, honestly. We could go inside. Is he Affliction? I don't see a lot of people running around with like soul shards around them. Now every time I see it, I keep thinking Affliction Warlock. I don't know what it is. Oh, the guy named Flashburn is Affliction. Wait, so he's got literally the quintessential Affliction Mog. He's got the quintessential Affliction soul shards all around him. He's got the Affliction pet, which is what Affliction Warlocks used to run for a while because it was an actual synergy with that pet and their dots. And this man is actually Affliction. All right, Affliction actually should ideally play pretty good, by the way. It should play pretty well. I'd invite you next time around the keys for sure, for sure. I don't care why I'm not getting invited, kind of stuck. Just for demonology. Really, I am surprised you're not getting invited at the 430 item level. That seems a little much to them. Waitlist or again? Good boy, men. Maybe a DC. Who knows? Honestly, maybe. I tested a Warlock Affliction last night before reset. How you liking it? I miss pet synergies with specs, man. I like the idea of pet synergies, but the problem with that is it feels like you're pigeonholed into playing that one pet specifically. I think given Warlocks an opportunity to like switch around which pets they need, like the Imp for the Dispel or the Fell Hunter for the Interrupt, I feel like that's good. You know, I feel like that's generally good. Because it was kind of lame as a Destruction Warlock or Demonology where your pet did not have an Interrupt as part of the Axe Toss before they changed it. It was like actually pretty bad because like you would try to stun a boss and like nothing happens. But ever since they changed it to it's a proper interrupt, it's like a lot better. But I remember in BFA there were some bosses where like an interrupt was very, very important. So if you were Demonology, you were Demonology for the entire dungeon except for that one boss where you have to swap out to a Fell Hunter just to get the kick done. Just to make sure you can get your kicks done. It is weird, but apparently that was like the play. But I have so much buttons, figures, in all directions. As a Affy? Don't all you have to do is Affy. Am I wrong? But don't you just spam seed? That's like where my mind went to, but then I started like, wait, maybe I'm gonna reconsider it. Hold on. But isn't it just seed? Am I wrong in that? Dal, you will anger me. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna stop talking before I start making enemies. Alright, I get it. Message is clear. Shutting up now. I mean, in AoE yes, but in single target. Single target is... Isn't it also easy? It's just like maintain a couple... I guess the dot management, like some people are gonna have an easy time with it, others not really. Okay, I'm gonna trust you with that infernal thing, by the way. Let's see. Oh! You're right. Wait, are they gonna be able to get down there in 40 seconds? The tank probably can, right? Wait, this could actually be kind of good. I could just rain of fire a bunch, as much as I can in the opener, and just kind of see what it goes from there. Maybe 20 seconds. Tank. Let's go. 17 seconds. 15. Hold on. I can maybe get a couple of those in there. Wait, it's actually really, really good. Hold on. And we drop a real infernal. And hopefully we just pull a bunch of stuff. Let's pull this. Let's pull this. I'm gonna hope that I don't die. Okay, at least we got like a couple of mobs. I was really hoping for a lot more, but this will do it. Stun him. Tier set. Rain of fire. That's actually a fantastic idea, by the way. I don't think this dungeon would be the best unless you have like the group that knows how to do like the skip at the very beginning, like the R skip or whatever. Let's go see both of them. There we go. All right, big pull. No, maybe. I don't know which way this guy's gonna go. Honestly, you would just pull everything. Yeah, you would just pull everything. You would just pull all of it. Just pull it. Honestly, we should pull the little jog dudes over there too. Also, forget just how like immobile the spec can be at times. Like ideally, you don't really want to move that much, just so you can get your casts off. Big pulls are way more fun, honestly. I feel like some specs are designed for like big pulls, like especially like the more competitive, more high-end Mythic Plus dungeons. Some specs definitely feel a lot better when it comes to like big pulls. Just on all the aggro. I'll take it, I guess. I'm alright with that. But yeah, spec like a Destro, especially since I'm spec into like a Rain of Fire build. I imagine I wouldn't really want to be into like, you know, just 2 target pulls at all times. I'd rather be spamming Rain of Fire more than anything. Otherwise, it kind of just feels like a waste. Also, this boss, I always found this one weird. Like, the mobs don't live long at all. Do I have like the boss and then maybe like conflagration adds, I guess? Flash burns is so freaking cool. Yeah, dude, the set is really good. I love this one. That's gotta be my favorite set out of like all the sets in the game. That was really good. So do we have less, do we? Yeah, we don't. I think we'll be okay though. I mean, the opener is good. Don't get me wrong. No complaints there at all. And plenty of resources. Feels great. Use my tier. I'll get a couple of those chaos bolts in. I actually get a lot of those Shadow Flame bolts in as well. That feels great. Are we just pumping? I think we are. Probably dead. Nah, not 11. I'm so used to like doing this on like a 21 or something where it's just like, oh, ads, we're dead. But here it's like at 11, like, are we dead? Is this high enough? Is this low enough? I don't even, there's a little bit of a disconnect to it all. You know what I mean? That actually felt great, honestly. That felt pretty good. I feel like if the fight went on like longer than like, what, 30 seconds that it went on for? 40 seconds? I feel like that's where a lot of my damage is going to go out of the window though. Good deeps. I mean, it's feeling pretty good. Feels very similar to that Shadowlands version of Destruction. Which, I mean, essentially this is the same destro, isn't it? Like, I don't even know what's different, honestly. Okay. Alright, hold on a second. And now from here on, the dungeon is a little weird. Normally you could do some big pulls if you got like a pre-made group. But like with pugs and the way that the dungeon normally goes, there's not really a lot of like... not a lot of places where you can like really do big pulls. Like, yes, you can, but pugs usually like there's really natural mobs that you can kind of pick up and just do like a big artificial one or anything. Destro bores me to death. I mean, Destro is usually not my optimal, not my preferential choice. Usually it's between Demonology and Affliction. But like relearning Destro and playing it with the tier now that I got the tier has been kind of fun. You know, I can't really complain. But mostly for me, it's because like it's new, it's refreshing, just because I haven't played in a good while. But yeah, it is one of those specs where it's like there's not too much going on in terms of your rotation, and the complexity is not really like super high. But I feel like there's definitely depth into how you use abilities, and there's definitely ways to like maximize damage as Destro. And I definitely don't feel like I'm there yet myself. Definitely still learning, but it's fun. It's a fun spec overall. Definitely no complaints at all, except for Rain of Fire. I do hate Rain of Fire. Also should be hitting those guys with Agony, just because they're not throwing as fast. Or does it work for against all attacks? Time between the enemies' attacks. Okay, that should work. For like range attacks too, right? It's like if for some reason maybe I'm only melee. Ever played Destro with you, Del? I have I ever played Destro with you? I don't know. It's either would be like a PTR thing or like alpha beta. I don't know if you played Destro on alpha beta, like when we were doing some of those streams. Maybe. I want to say there's a good chance that you have. But not like I could, not like my memory serves me well at all, or anything. With my memory, dude. Have I ever told you I'm part goldfish? That actually hurts. Hold on. That's actually a little painful. I would love to do this pull and that pull together. Can we do it? Oh, my man. Okay, I think I have everything here. I think we just Rain of Fire, right? And 5 targets. We're building. We're cooking. Hold on. We're still cooking. Just holding. I mean, that feels great. I'm not gonna lie. Destro being able to do this much damage on 5 mobs, that's always fun. That's never been not fun. One thing I do wish Destro got is a bit more mobility though. I feel like out of all the Warlock specs, like this has the least mobility. The only time I can even like generate mobility is whenever I got conflagrations rolling. That's literally about it. Are we ready? I think we're ready. Healer Mark shell game, please. I mean, I guess you could try. I know I'm really bad at it. I know I played Afi and Demo. Oh yeah, plenty of Demo, plenty of Afi. Remember the early Demo doing the alpha, dude? Oh my god. It was insane. Actually just insanity. Do not want to kill these. Like, this is what I'm talking about, is gesture. Like, any movement, I feel like it's just like not, it doesn't feel really great. It's like you gotta plan it ahead of time. It's really just around conflagrations. You just don't have a lot of stuff you can use in between. Like, conflagration, do a little bit of movement since you're insta casting anyway. That's like the only time where it like feels good. I'll try to do the minigame if I can. I think I have it. It's middle, right, leftish, righty. I think it's this one. I'm not sure though. That's what I was thinking. No, that's not right. That's not right either. Try this one. I'll just follow the skull marker and hope for the best. What? Nobody got it right. No one got it right. I was just cleaving on this one randomly. I will say the burst with the infernal feels insanely good though. No, this feels alright. But someone said it looks really good with undead. Am I wrong? It's honestly looks the best with undead. Yeah, I like orc and human and all that looks decent, but with undead that set looks insanely good. Honestly, one of the best and one of the more iconic warlock sets I'd say is that one from Affliction Warlock, from Wrath of Lich King. Like, I don't know why, it's just I look at it and I always think Affliction Warlock. It's just like super fitting. I don't know why, man. Just like I didn't even play that much. I didn't play around when Wrath was like a thing, like even Wrath Classic, all that much. You know what I mean? But every time I see it, I always associate it with a Affliction Warlock. It just like fits. Fits the like deathly aesthetic. Don't like because of Peaches. The only icon because of Peaches. What do you mean? Depends what you mean. Are we not doing these guys? Okay. The big. Go big. Go like real big. Real big. Okay. That's not the biggest, but this could work. I'm trying to see if I can stop the meta. Can I Mortal Coil you? Fear you? Mortal Coil maybe? No. Oh, we're dead. Probably. Maybe not. He's dead. Those things still hurt. The grabblers. Try to win these guys whenever we can, if possible. I'm gonna pull. That's not a good idea, but I'm gonna pull anyway. Oh god, no, 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 wall. Everything, live. This is the kind of pulls that I like doing as Destro. These are real fun. Just go big. Literally everything. And that's like the dungeon is not great for it at all. The another warlock guy from Wrathgate cinematic. Ooh, that guy. Yeah. That is a good cinematic, honestly. I should have done my channel after the ads came out, honestly. That was a misplay. Did he eat one? He did eat one. Okay. But for some reason we beat that. I was gonna say this man might just want to walk. I was gonna say the man might want to start walking away. is eaten. Or not? No, is he eaten? No, he's actually chilling. No, oh, he isn't frenzied. Tank? Tank? Wait, no, hold on, is he gonna heal? We just kill. The tank, dude, you see him? I don't understand why. It's like, it happens in pugs all the time. It's also very, very tragic when this happens on a 20. When the tank decides to back away from this melee-only boss to like hit one of the adds, and then a melee just gets chomped. I don't know why it happens as often as it does, but it happens way too much. Way too many times. Let's see if we can pull this guy too. If maybe he can pick up aggro off of me. Beautiful. Having the class trick is, in this build is insane. What does the class trick do again? Wait, isn't that the one where when you summon your demon, your infernal, you get like a big intellect buff? Yes! I imagine that would be really, really good. Yes, that actually would be insane. With how often you summon infernal. Imagine if it worked for blasphemy too. That would be incredible. The boss is super hard for some reason. I don't know what it is. Just literally as a tank, you just gotta stay in the melee until he does the tongue thing, and then you run away. That's all you gotta do. But with pugs, like even at the high end, like in keys, like I feel like tanks have a trouble with that guy all the time. There's so many times that I've seen a tank just literally walk away on a plus 20, and it's like, what? No. And I'm the rogue. I usually get passive evasion, but it's just like, I feel like people just never really learned it. You know what I mean? Like what the fight is supposed to be. What are you supposed to do there? Also, we pulled somewhere a little much. I do that all the time in this place. Like whenever I'm tanking, I definitely always overpull something. I don't know what it is. I think it's like when we're going past like from second boss room to third boss room, and there's like a bunch of snails and they're doing like races around circles. I think that's what we were supposed to not pull. Because it's like the percentage of the place is really, really finicky. You can definitely overpull very, very easily. Try to see if I can walk back in Infernal before we do the boss. I don't think I'll have it though. Pretty close. At least I'll have for the ad. Are we good? We're good, guy? Go. Go. I really gotta give myself green fire. Try to see if I can get a little closer. And blast, hopefully. Big blaster. One more? Nice. I'll take it. That's always fun. Just the big burst damage out of left field. That's what I really like about Destro, is when you could do that, that's fun. Although I did like Destro back in like the fire days, you know what I mean? The fire Destro days. I did like Decimating Bolt. I always thought that was a fun ability back in SL. Like SL did not have a lot of fun in it as part of the expansion, but that was really, really fun for me. Always enjoyed that gameplay. I was farming gold with shoulders for BOE and Taurus. I get 2 out of the OE. That's pretty good. I think it's good for like gold wise. Like, how lucrative are they? I guess is my question. Because I'm not up to date on my BOE pricing for Antaurus. We might have an interesting time with the ad here, by the way. Because we're not going to have a wall for a good bit. That man is probably dead. Good wall. Mountain on your bones. We could drag it to him. Man's dead. I mean, this thing is just dead. Just from like duster damage. This is good. Apparently so. Alright, this was fun. I enjoyed it. I definitely want to give Affliction a demo try at some point too. Like, this build doesn't feel bad though. I do feel like I could do more damage though. If it was like a Freehold or a Bracken Hide, I could just do Giga AoE. I'd be very, very happy with that. Did I not get anything out of the vault? Or out of the box? What did I get? Neck. Trinket. Oh! Market Juggle is actually really good. Didn't I get that on my Hunter the other day? I gotta like see if I can upgrade it or something. I don't know if I have it upgradable or not. Running Tomb is a plate where the biggest gold from in road raids. Tomb Sargeras. Leather Shoulders. The Demon Hunter ones also were really, really good. Leather Demon Hunter Shoulders from Tomb were also really lucrative for a good while, depending on your server. But now a lot of the gear is tradable across servers, so I don't even know if it's that good. Hold on, I actually want to see how good it is, or if any of that is expensive right now. Although it could be wrong. I don't think you can still put up commodities like that on the auction house, can you? Because they're not like reagents or consumables. They'll probably go for quite a bit. Armor, leather. I mean, all the raid gear, it's pretty good. Although I don't know how glowing bracers are selling for 1 million. Huh? How's that happening? I mean, they got what? Loose pieces of SL gear. That's kind of okay-ish. I want to go to... Can I find like Legion gear? Replica stuff? Wait, hold on. It actually goes all the way down. Hold on a second. Legion gear. Warby Cinch. So this is like TBC stuff, I think. Draenor. Okay, so we're getting close. Hold on. Looks like all the Draenor questing stuff. Night Slayer belt. Wrath? That's a Cataclysm. Also Cata or Wrath? I'm not even sure. The item levels on these things are all kinds of weird now. Ever since they did like the item level squishes a couple of times. At some point I am going to hit Legion. Flayed. I think also WAD. Oh, hold on, that's it. Hold on. That's Legion stuff. Is there shoulders? Like these shoulders still go for quite a lot. Like the orbs around your left and right shoulder, those go for quite a bit still. Is there the Demon Hunter shoulder though? Waist, cord, waist. I guess it'd be easier to go level 45, right? Maybe. Maybe that'll be helpful. So they don't actually have any. Unless... No, they don't have any. Not on this server. No? NG stuff? No. On another server, I think it was Dalaran. It was super expensive. But like I imagine that'd be always, since it's literally not an Illidan, if you were to get one of those and you were to list it, with how good the shoulders look, you probably could get a good price out of them. A couple mil at the very least. At least a mil minimum, but probably could go a lot higher since one, to look good, and two, to look good, and it's really the looks is all that really matters at this point. But also, they'll be the only shoulder, at least on Illidan. Waking Horror Spalter Cell. Is that it? Hold on. Let me go look. Awakening Horror. Give me a sec. Awakening Horror. Are these it? Actually, is that it? Wait, wasn't there a Mythic version too? Okay, so this, but like the good version, like the Mythic version. But you can get these at the 50, item level 50 now? What hold on a second. Yeah, the item levels are all screwed up now, huh? 159, 150, 50. Well, I don't know why there's 50. Unless I'm just dying. Okay, so they do have them, but like there's another version of them, isn't there? Hold on, maybe, is it the Mythic or is it not Mythic? I'm wrong on this, hold on. Demon Sargeras. Demon Hunter. Okay. And it's like Mythic. And I need like the BOE shoulders. So there's a tier helm. Is it maybe tier? No tier on this guy. Tier shoulders. But I think it will be these things. But like I don't even know if they're on the loot table. Because it is like a BOE, isn't it? It's a lookalike. Hold on, so then it would be Demon's Bane shoulders. Let's see if I can find them. Wowhead, Demon Bane shoulder pads. The Antaurus Root bracers still sell for a bunch since last time I checked. Since it was the only way to finish the appearance tab entry set. Thanks, Blizzard. Wait, hold on. The Antaurus bracers still sell for a bunch since they're the only way to finish the appearance tab when entry for the set. The rogue. I'll raise you one better. So that is annoying, Emma. That is very, very annoying. However, the rogue set for what is it called? The what is our tier set for the Antaurus? Whatever is the Antaurus set for rogue set? The Dash and Scoundrel one. I am pretty sure we've never got the boots for that set ever. So there is a set of boots, and you can get them from a PvP version, or like a normal version, or like an alpha or something. So you can definitely get the boots, but only in the normal recolors and the PvP recolors and the elite PvP recolor. You cannot get them on like heroic or mythic or anything. I don't think, unless they changed it, unless they adjusted it. But for the longest time, you literally could never complete that set ever. Ever. Yeah, there is actually, hold on, they have Mythic lookalike. Hold on, I do find it. Demon Bane. It is Demon Bane, but a Mythic version. Hold on, it's called the Demon Bane Shoulders or Awakening Horror. So it is Awakening Horror, it just would be Mythic. So it is the same piece as you said, Jake, but it would just be the Mythic version. So these things do exist. Awakening Horror. These things, but the Mythic version, right? They have a bunch of here, like what, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them available on the auction house, but the Mythic version was like extra rare. I don't know what it is. Maybe just super lucky or whatnot. But those look so good, and they're usable by anybody that's used leather. That's really good. That's what I saw. And Torres said, yeah, I don't think it has Mythic feet. Or feet in general. Hold on a second. Maybe I can swap over to the Rogue real quick, double check it. Because I'm pretty sure, I'm sure now they've added them by this point, but I remember during Legion, you literally couldn't finish them no matter what you did. No matter what you could do. Hold on, wrong tab entirely. Okay, Antaurus. Where are you? SL, BFA, Antaurus. No, is this it? Dash and Scoundrel Regalion. Yeah, so look, it just doesn't have a tab. Hold on. So they got like the foot pads. You go to heroic, no feet. Literally no feet. Mythic, no feet. They just don't have them. They just don't have the feet. The feet are gone. They only have normal feet. And they don't have any other feet. I don't understand why they never added normal feet. I don't even know how you get these. I don't even know how you get those. Is it one of the bosses? I guess they just like never added them later. And you can't even catalyze, they just never added feet. So like, this is the full set you could get. And I was super annoyed because then you always had to find a stand-in for the feet. No matter what set you got, whether you got the Mythic set, or if you got the Heroic set. And the thing is, like the Mythic set, the Mythic feet, normal feet, all that, World Boss, maybe World Boss. Actually, that probably would do it, right? Because World Boss is only one difficulty. But like they have in the game files, the Mythic version, the Heroic version, the LFR version, like the recolor, it's just like take the same feet, just change like the metal and the leather and the clothy part and like the little ribbon or whatever. Like they have it in the game files, but you can't get them at all. And like for the set, they just like have it cut out. They're just like, all right, we'll just remove a slot. So like, yeah, you can technically get the full set. You got the full set. But like they have for PvP, they have like the what is it, the normal version, which is the Alliance and Horde, has the red and blue, and then you have the like the dark purplish or whatever that basically matches this set, but like this is more like dark purple red, while the other is dark purple. Well, like a little like accented color or whatever it is. It's just it kind of works, but also not really. And then this one is just like you're just SOL trying to get heroic, and then Raid Finder, same story, right? Yeah, same story. Just to have them. It's just so annoying. Alright, boys. Which character we do next? Which class we do next? We either could do evoker and get like our actual key done. Go for big pumps, big group support. Maybe see if God is doing something. That, or I'm thinking mega dungeon on either the paladin to heal it, just so we see if we can get some gear out on this guy. See if we can get some red pieces, prop pieces, holy pieces, or what is there? Or monk. Monk could use gear. Augie evoker. What do you guys think? What are the alts for mega dungeon or Augie? What's your recommended route for gearing up? I returned to WoW already 400 ammo. What should I do? So like if you're just trying to get like basic gear, I think the new time public event, the timey-wimey public event thing, the time, what is it called? Time paradox thing in the Center of Theljazzis, that's been pretty okay to like start. I honestly think if you're pugging and you want to do PvE content, dungeons have been a lot of fun and been pretty easy to pug. Raiding normal is very puggable. I think you would want at least 410 atom level before you could do that. But if you're 400 atom level, like if you're PvPing, I would just do BGs and arenas for Conquest and Honor gear. Like just start getting into any kind of PvP, you know. But if you're doing PvE gearing, I would say dungeons, like Mythic Pluses, do some lower end Mythic Pluses. Get the weekly quest done for Mythic Plus, and maybe even do the weekly heroic 5 dungeon quests. It's like in the same place where, I guess if you haven't played in a while, you wouldn't really know that same place that I'm talking about. But it's like, let me just hop on the evoker, I'll show you real quickly. So there's a couple of quests I would start with. One, you have a Mythic 0 quest this week, and I would do that. I would just jump into 4 weekly Mythic 0 dungeons, because you can get a chance at a heroic piece of gear from, what is it, the new raid. This guy, he would have a quest for you. Emissary War, complete 4 dungeons on Mythic difficulty. These can be done on like a plus difficulty, like a +2, +4, +6, +8, or like 0. So if you just want to do the Mythic 0, that's pretty good for that. I would do that. I mean, the 400 atom level, like if you start your own group, there's no one that can really not invite you if you start your own group. Then there's also a quest here. It's like, it's called the Sapphire Enclave. Like this is where we picked up the quest with the Emissary War. That's where the fountain's at. If you go like up the path here, a little north-ish side, fighting against its own rewards is a pretty good quest too, because you do 5 heroic Dragonflight dungeons, and you get a 450 piece of gear. Maybe that'll come out something good. That can also be further upgraded to heroic atom level, like 430-ish, 437, I think it is highest chat. 435, 431, or 437, one of those two. But it's a pretty decent piece because it upgrades pretty well. I would get that, and then from there I would just do like low Mythic Plus dungeons until you can fill out your gear. Once you get about 410-ish atom level, I would try doing, or LFR too. LFR can maybe give you some decent upgrades here and there. Most of your tier set. Once you get like 410-ish atom level, I would see if you can maybe get into a normal raid group, like randomly pug it. Because like at 410 or so, that's where I found like groups are more likely to like accept ya for stuff. But it also, again, like it really just depends whether you're trying to get like, I don't know, can I do a 20 on this thing? Probably can't, honestly. Freehold? I'll say no. Maybe they'll take the evoker. Who knows, right? Maybe they'll take me, dude. I can probably do a 20 on the evoker. I'm probably gonna make the evoker run, me going in as evoker, probably gonna make the run easier for everybody else, honestly. But who knows? But yeah, it all depends whether you're gearing for PvE or PvP. World Boss is okay too. 437, got it. Thanks for recommendations. Got to get back to for a while. All good, my guy. All good, all good. If you got any more questions or any more, I guess, inquiries on anything when it comes to WoW, chat is a pretty good place, or just DM me directly on Discord. I usually am open for any messages. I try to get back to people as soon as I can whenever I get any free time. But if you're confused or whatever, feel free to shoot me a DM. Just ask away and I'll try to help as best as I can. Where's my highest key actually? I mean, 21 overtime freehold. Not ideal. Probably doable. Hold on, let me see if I can just do it with like old 20s. Halls? I'll sign up anyway. I said up just to see if I can get in. Slow fill? I don't know what that means. For the halls? I mean, I'll try. Just what's my halls experience? Not amazing on Tyrannical, so maybe a halls it'll be a little bit harder to get into. But who knows? Do we do Brack? Is there anything good in Brackenhide? Do I even have score for Brack? I don't know. That's not... I'm just gonna decline just because I know they're gonna decline me at some point. I have no score for Brackenhide at all. Just ain't happening. What about not Underrot? 10. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, I'm very, very limited what I can do. Like maybe they'll look at my score, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna look at like holistically at the character and be like, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work, Chief. But who knows, maybe. I'll just sign up anyway. Let's set up 2300 score. I don't know if I'll be able to get in, but AUG. Maybe I should write AUG. Hold on. AUG. Maybe that'll be enough. AUG. AUG. Would I be okay in Niltharis? I think I'd be okay in Niltharis. Like if the tank knows what they're doing, that's not that bad. AUG. We just did this dungeon though. Yeah, I'll skip out on that one. Niltharin's lair, just because we did it already. Support check mark. It's because checkbox does not apply to support. Yeah, true, true, honestly. True. AUG. And we're in. Oh, all we had to do. Wait, what? A monk? All we had to do is write AUG. He literally whispered me like, AUG? AUG. I feel like AUG is cheating, dude. I feel like AUG is actually just cheating. Let me go get myself like an actual potion. Consumable wise on AUG is weird just because Versa does nothing for you except like defense, really. It's not amazing. It's okay, but not amazing by any measure. I mean, that broke. Not a Sapsic Diva. Not a Sapsic. True, 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 true. Okay, well, we got a group. I don't really know how warriors are going to end up scaling with us, but this will work out okay, I think. Hopefully. It's like everything is lagging right now. Wait. That's probably because of the event, man. Probably because of the time rift, actually. Wait, is everybody lagging? Or is it just me? Never mind, that worked. Alright, let's make our way over there. But yeah, AUG compared to Devo, I love Devo, man. I love Devo. But AUG has been so much more fun, man. So much more enjoyable. Wait, is this for halls or is this for... Because I'm flying this way, but this guy's over there. So I don't know if it's like... Did I sign up for the right dungeon? But yeah, I imagine they could maybe add like support role at some point too. Because AUG is a DPS, but definitely doesn't really feel like a DPS. So I feel like if they were to add like a support role over a DPS role, which like you could treat the support as a DPS. You're just like it's a DPS that's not really there to do damage, it's there to buff everybody else so they do damage. But you know, if they did add a support role, then I think that could open up a door easily to like, hey, let's make more support playstyle options. I'm still on about the Demon Hunter support playstyle. I still want that to happen. A third spec of Demon Hunter is there to debuff the enemy so they take more damage from your allies. Instead of buffing your allies, you just make the enemy weaker. I think that'd be ideal. Best card right now is Holy Palo, Fire Mage, Aug Evoker, Shadow Priest, Bear Druid. Out of all the classes, because I don't even think Holy Paladin was that strong prior. Like, it was mostly Resto Shaman for like a good while, wasn't it? Resto Shaman, Prot Paladin. That was like the combo. All of a sudden, Bear just came out of the woods again. Fire Mage, even though they got nerfed, is still really good. Shadow Priest has been good for a while though. But yeah, it's very like cast oriented, like groups. Very, very cast oriented. Because melee just don't really scale in the same way. Look at this get summoned. And everybody else. I wonder how the monkey's gonna play this. Like, are they gonna play full fist weaving or like range weave? No, they're playing a ranged. They're playing straight up heals. Which honestly for the first boss might not be a bad idea. Going like full on healing from a distance. I just don't know how his damage is gonna be. Or if he can't do any damage like at all. Or like will it not really matter? I wonder. I mean, they have the beacon, so like I guess that there's that. And they do have the execute what is it? The execute staff, where they can literally attempt to finish off a weakened opponent, dealing 200,000 nature damage to an enemy is below a certain amount of health. That's not terrible. What's the build I'm talking about earlier? As the build, the ranged healer. I mean, if it works out, it works out, right? Hey, maybe I'll see it, and maybe I'll see that they got actually good damage, and I'll be impressed enough to give it a go myself. Like, who knows, honestly, right? Who knows? But we'll see. Because maybe this would be really, really, really good. I just don't really know how much damage you could do with that, you know? Or if any damage at all. But maybe that'll be the play, like, who knows? We'll see. Am I the right build? I think so. Did that change any aug builds by chance? Because last time they were playing more the passive. Okay, so you can play the passive build or you can play the active build, but it doesn't really make that much of a difference. And all of them are tectonic. All of them are cleave. Yeah. Like the passive build seems fine. I think it'll be mostly okay. The range HPL is good, it's easy to use. I mean, so the way that so technically you can play Paladin at full range. There is still advantages of being melee just because mechanics count you as a melee healer. So you're going to be treated by melee mechanics. So there's going to be some moments where a mechanic is going to hit you and it'll actually be really bad that you're in ranged. Not too many of those, but there can be some situations where like a melee mechanic happening in range could be kind of weird. That being said, there's plenty of support for it. However, you still do miss out on the holy power generation. Like, it's still worth casting. Like, if you're playing like a full-on caster build, you're playing where Holy Shot gives you 2 charges, if it does give you a charge of like your next cast is empowered kind of deal, then you spend a lot more time casting, and where being at a distance is really not that bad of. I love this man's mug, by the way. That looks so good. Hold on a second. He's got that one punch man vibe about him. Wait, hold on. That's actually really, really good. Oh, dude, I can't see it anymore. Hold on. What amount am I thinking of? Otter? Otuk? That's the one I need. I'm gonna blow these guys' minds real quickly. Big Otuk. If they haven't fixed this, then I'll be able to sneak out of the dome instantly. Gonna see how it goes. I'll try to see if I can sprint. But range pally should work, and they didn't fix it yet. Yep. All right, let's buff him up.
Watch your step.
But so technically it can work. It technically can work okay.
Watch your step.
Sorry, I'm trying to focus up. Trying to kind of remember the rotation for the augmentation again. Warrior's actually doing a lot of damage though. It was actually the buff helping him out quite a bit. Yeah, those maybe are like overcommitting. 20k of sec. Wow, so fun to watch. Honestly, I mean, they're doing really good damage. Even the bear druid is doing really good. I'm just a little bit sad I'm only doing 60k DPS. Because I feel like as a evoker, you could do a little bit more than what I'm cranking right now. Just a little more.
Watch your step.
Man's dead. And then you have moments like this where people die. And then I can't really do much for them. Yeah, it was maybe. I mean, I probably didn't time that super well. That whole go there.
Attack totem.
Trying to keep the buff rolling for as long as possible. 450k, is that real? You can do a lot of damage when you have an aug in your group. You can do a ton of damage when you have an augmentation in your group. I mean, a lot of it is just like during their burst, right? That's like the peak of the burst. But yeah, it's pretty good, honestly. It's pretty good. Are we skipping or are we doing? Depends what he wants to do, honestly. Some groups skip, some groups do. I don't know which way he's gonna do it. Okay, we're doing this. But yeah, no, you could do a lot of damage with AUG. Or your party can do a lot of damage with an AUG in your group. I guess is the best way to put it. Because it's not really me doing anything. But it also is me doing everything too. Like, because I'm playing super well, they can play super well. They can hit harder. It's so weird. Try to like wrap my head about it or try to explain it. Basically, we're doing good. At least for now, we're doing pretty good. Okay, it wasn't on me, apparently. I do gotta make sure like I hit the guys that are clumped together a little bit better. Because I'm really bad. Sometimes I end up hitting dudes that are like super far away from everybody else. You just miss out on AoE damage. Even though I don't really do that much damage, but still, anything helps. Any little bit helps. Okay, next pull should probably be pretty good, hopefully. Also gotta mog that still. Do I have the bronze set? Here we go.
Attack totem.
Oh, we made a lot of friends. Are we dead? Are we okay? We're either dead or we are okay. I'm not sure.
Target.
I'm gonna go with some movement though. Plenty move speed. Another buff. I think we're okay. I think we're stabilized.
Attack totem.
Although we're definitely not killing the totem super well. Definitely could be doing better at that. We're gonna be taking this as momentum. What's the next flashback? Hopefully. Cause I got a buff. There we go. That's what I was thinking. Like if we could just keep going for a little bit here, maybe we could just like take the buff.
Attack total.
Trying to prolong this as much as I can. I'm trying my hardest here. To shorten that one, expand this a little. New question: what's the top priority to keep up with Zog? I mean, like you're trying to keep your Ebonite for as long as possible. That's really about it, and it's all about trying to like maximize your empowerment abilities in terms of like finding the right rank for those abilities. That's about it. You just gotta use those inside of your Ebonite window because they help prolong your Ebonite. That's really about it. And then it's all about you just playing the right Ebonite. So using abilities like Eruption helps maintain Ebonite for as long as possible. So you're kind of like fishing for the procs of Essence Burst outside of Ebonite combos, and then try to spend as many of those as you can inside of your Essence Might combos. I get heal. Okay, so we're just gonna hop off with one of these. We're gonna blast it. Big heal. I mean, him being like a full Healy build actually helps. We lived through that so quick. That's actually massive. But then we're gonna give everybody movement speed. Everybody can live this for as long as possible. Trying to keep the buffer long for as long as possible. We're gonna rebuff us. Gonna use the movement. Buffed up the warriors somehow. I'm not really sure how that happened. We're gonna have to burst down the totem here in a bit.
Attack total.
I can't really do anything to the totem. I don't do any damage to the totem at all. But the Warlock can. But the Warlock got damage. That was actually a really good heal for me. That was insane. That was so well timed. Hold on. That was actually so well timed. That man's dead. Unless. That's not how I meant to buff. Hit the wrong guy. Hit myself. That's actually really chill. Maybe him going like a full caster healer might have been the play, honestly. That actually might have been the play. Because the amount of healing he could do during that phase is really, really high. Compared to like if it were a Fistweaver. Like it's so much safer. I guess like the final boss is gonna be pretty okay too. Second bosses should be pretty good for as well. And big AoE packs should be fine too. Honestly, might have been the play. He doesn't do a lot of damage. Like his beacon and the trinket, that's really about it. So like it's very, very limited what he could do. But I guess that's where the bear could just go super like a lot more aggressive maybe. Maybe that's the play. Let's have the bear go a lot more aggressive there. To help make up like the difference. So now actually we get two kinds of support, like a healer and a buffer D4 for all. So the evoker is just like, it's kind of a support role, but not like an official support. It's a DPS. You are a ranged DPS, one that buffs your allies more than buffs your own damage though. But you still are considered in the game holistically as a DPS. Like no matter how you slice it, the game is like gonna count you as a ranged DPS. Like, no matter how you slice it, the game will treat you as a ranged DPS. Also, that breath is killer. I'm trying to kill this thing. I'm like literally the only one attacking it right now. But I guess we're not really doing anything with Withering. That or maybe they're just waiting for the monk to dispel us. So like by all measures, Evoker is still, Augmentation Evoker is still a ranged DPS. Like the game looks at you similar to like Devastation. That being said, you are a support class. You know what I mean? So like the way that the community has embraced him is like a pure support. You are there to help out. You are there to do like off healing, I guess, at times. Like you actually have to have a playstyle where you're not really punished for doing those things, right? There is enough downtime in the rotation where like even if you're not constantly like spending every global DPS in, where you're still like contributing a ton to the group. It's weird. It's also difficult to like really explain it. Because it's like yes and no. It's not exactly how a lot of people perceive like a full-on support class, like what Final Fantasy, for example, can do. Like there's some classes that basically don't do like a lot, except support their allies. Like they really good support. Like that's literally what they're mostly there to do, just support. Their damage is not going to mean a lot, or if anything. Evoker is very similar to that, but like a WoW spin on it. You know, I guess the best way to put it. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know if you are saying it. I hear like old grandpa, but you said Fistweaver. Me? I'm trying to say Fistweaver earlier, yeah. Castweaver though. Castweaver is like what the ranged version. Sorry, I'm having a senior moment. Dal senior moment. Not much I can do about it. I'm gonna give everybody movement speed. I'll try hitting the totem best I can. That could have been bad. I probably should have went for like disease dispel for this dungeon. And like the bleed removal. That would have been really good. Can I even hit this thing? Because I know that Eruption is like a weird spell. Where it's not exactly like a targeted thing, it's like an AoE thing. I don't even know if totems can actually get hit by it. Because there are some like, it's like hitting an explosive with it. Well, like when, like if as an evoker, if I were to like hit an explosive with Eruption, does it even hit it? Because I think it may just not even count it as a proper like a thing you can hit. If that makes any sense. Like it might be like invalid target kind of deal. I'll head over to these guys just so I can kind of be next to them. We want to buff them just to make sure they actually get a buff. I was like, what is a Fist River? Check the spell monk and evoker. So Fist River is like a, it's a melee monk. It's basically a monk that uses the fist to heal their allies. Like you have talents like Ancient Teachings that gives you melee and certain melee abilities a heal to your party. Phalanx Stump also converts a portion of your melee abilities into a heal. That's why we call it Fistweaver. Like the spec name is Mistweaver, but they are like playstyle of Fistweaver. They're fisting and weaving those fists to heal. So no, it's actually like it's just like what the community coins as a Fistweaver. But it's not like an officially recognized like playstyle. It's just like you melee healing. What would you call it, kind of, you know? I can't do any more damage to this thing. It's up to you, warrior man. Do your thing, warrior man. What I can do is maybe I can... Oh, knock up the odds? Okay, that was bad. I could have done that better. Honestly, could have done that much better. But I'm great at this game. Trust. Okay, next, why me, man? Gonna fly by. Gotta see if we can slam. Okay, that's like the most amount of damage we got here. Or the most amount of buffs that I got. Biggest buff duration. Enjoy it, boys. Tank, I got you. Here's a shield. Hopefully that helps a little. Hold on. Got the ads. Oh, that worked out super well. Okay, we're gonna die. Or not. My mans. Hold on, throw me heal. More unique and fun. You know what's more, you know what's unique and fun? Outlaw Rogue. I've actually been kind of enjoying like the new changes to Outlaw. They've made him a little bit stronger. And by a little, I mean like very, very little. It's barely noticeable, but it does feel great either way. You can range it? That or that guy is randomly AFK? No, that guy's just AFK. He wasn't trying to range it. He wasn't trying to range it. I wanna fly through this guy. Okay, I was gonna say that might have been bad, but that turned out a lot better than I thought. Because I'm randomly flying by in a direction, and the guy's just turning to face me. That could have been bad overall. Me again? Oh, that guy's actually AFK. Oh, he's like actually DC'd. That's not good. Oh, he did say lagging out earlier. Hopefully he'll be back.
Watch your step.
Yeah, I'm taking a lot of damage.
Dispel. Shockwave.
I don't know if you can res him or anything. Don't think you can.
Watch your step. Shockwave. Dispel.
Yeah, I can kind of sort of live it. Is a Warlock back? Because we need friends. Definitely need friends. Hey, my man, what's up, Pascal? How you doing, my guy? Hope you have a good one. Wait, there's a new Sylvanas questline? Wait, no. Lady returns for the Undead Heritage Armor questline? Sylvanas make a return? I think it's a little early if they were to bring back Sylvanas though, man. I feel like let her just sit in the mall for a little longer, you know what I mean? She's in timeout for a good bit. Just keep her there for a while. Not like I hate Sylvanas or anything. I just feel like after an expansion of what, BFA into SL, she just kind of put a bad taste in people's mouths. I don't know, man. Just let her sit there for a bit. Let us sit there, think about it. Are we skipping? We're gonna try. Are we clean? Are we good? We're clean. Unless... No, we're good. I'm gonna save my buffs for like the boss. The bear can get knocked up? That's weird. I feel like a big old bear like that would not get knocked out by eruption. Or what is it, upheaval? That's pretty good though. Depending how this next boss works, or how well we do on this next boss, I guess I'll lust it, right? Just so I can have it for later. But depending how this boss goes and how the final boss goes, or rather the run up to the final boss, we can actually like time this like handily. Gonna give us a buff. All the buffs in the world. Pump, boys, pump. Wait, I don't think I'm trolling. I did not have the healer buffed up with the source of magic at all. I'm bad. I'm actually just bad. Yo, what's up, Shane? How you doing, my guy? Hope you're having a good one. Yeah, I'm really, really bad. Literally, we're missing an entire buff. 3% damage or healing or whatever it was. I was hoping I could prolong the buff for a little longer. I think it's worth sending. 2 mil still.
Spread.
Okay. If we go fast, we might be alright. We just gotta go though. Gotta go quick. Because I don't really know how much time we're gonna need for like this whole set of ads and then also the boss. Let's go big flyby real quick. Just to give everybody a buff. I mean, that guy did a lot of damage there with a Thunder Roar. That was real good. That was real good. Look at that. Look at him go. Yo, Shane, my man. Appreciate ya. Yo, can we get a hashtag Shane for that beautiful, wonderful donut, my man? Thank you so much, my guy. Yo, real quick. I'm just going to give myself a quick upheaval here. And then we're chilling. We got all the buffs. Throw me heal. Yo, hashtag Shane, boys. Appreciate you, my guy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Mass burning arena meta? Hold on. Mass is burning an arena in this meta? Dude, what kind of a meta are we looking at? Hold on. What are the meta classes right now? What is meta at the moment? Because I know the castles were doing really, really, really good. But like, what's changed? I know Augmentation evokers are around. Can you show HPS? Yes, I can show HPS. I mean, the bear is doing a lot of that. A lot of the heavy pulling for the HPS. But I'll show FPS. I can show HPS like after this set trash maybe? Or before the boss? Yeah, this is where I wish I would have grabbed the D-Curse. Because Rod Hexer has the curse mechanic. Being able to remove that would have been huge for the group. That is not great. That is my fault. Gonna give us a bit of an off heal. Bit of group support stuff. Hold on, fly by. Nice, somebody got that. Movement speed for everybody. If they need movement, they got movement. So we're chilling. Tank, armor. Beautiful. Okay, we stabilized it a little bit. But I think we need to do like a big pull here. Just so nuke all of it. If we want to time this. Shout out praise DK, Demon Hunter, new drag, monks. So this was discussed as a warlock. I feel ya, I feel ya. Hey, at least I didn't see a rogue in there. It could have been worse, right? Could have been sub rogues left and right. Could have been only rogues the entire time. That would have been much, much worse. So it always could have been worse. Look at the bright side. Things could be much, much more disgusting. Okay, I don't even know how I'm gonna do here, by the way. I can't do any damage to the, what is it, the totem at all. Except for, like, whatever my Living Flame can do. So, I'm worried here. Never mind, it just melted. Never mind, Warlock just hit a couple of kills once we were good. Because I don't think I can really, like, even hit the totem with, like, a big upheaval or anything, right? I mean, I can hit him with Eruption, see if that does anything. See how much good that does. And this is with a healer who's mostly here just to heal. Like, cast healer. Not like a Fist Weaver or anything. you know what? Upheaval actually does kind of okay. Let's give him a buff for a little bit longer.
Attack totem.
Okay, you aim? Yeah, we're not taking any damage from that. You boys ain't gonna take no damage from that. I probably could be reshielding him when he does Decay Strike, honestly. I should be reshielding a lot more.
Attack totem.
I'll try to do better at reshielding him.
Attack totem.
Upheaval actually does okay damage from that. Maybe that's what I should be doing, is just saving that.
Watch your step.
Decay Strike? Oh, that shield was kind of nice.
Attack totem. Attack totem.
Okay, I got nothing here. They're not even buffed for a second. At least you can maybe get like a little bit of survivability here as a group.
Watch your step.
I can reshield him in a second here. Reshield him between the strikes. I think we just do boss, right? Just need the boss. Because we just need like 1 extra %. There we go. That actually wasn't bad at all. We timed it. I didn't know if we were going to time it or not. But that was really ridiculously easy compared to like every other DPS that I play. Because I feel like I just like, it takes the pressure off of me. I'm just maintaining the buff. That's all I'm doing, is just maintaining the buff. It's just so... That felt great, actually. Huge. Huge. If you don't need... Actually, he probably can trade it, can he? Yeah, he probably can trade it. I was gonna say, like, if you don't need a pattern, I could take it, send it over to my rogue. And that'd be kind of nice, but I don't think he could trade it. Either way. How's your spec of duels, by the way? I mean, evoker augmentation isn't the strongest when it comes to raw burst, but it has survivability needed in duels. And you do have a couple of combos you can do with your abilities, where you could actually do quite a bit of damage together. It's really all about lining up like a big old breath to set it up, so now you can like build up this big crit hit, setting up a decent fire breath, getting a couple of instant castle flames into an upheaval, and then an eruption or two. You can use those abilities in a combo to do a ton of damage. You're just not going to be like the biggest burst in a single go kind of class whatsoever. What key do I have even for the week? Ultimate? That's not bad at all. Actually, not amazing. Ultimate is not great. GG's all. TY. That was a pretty nice run. And the healer, I mean, full healer build. A little bit of spinning with the crane kick. Mostly the trinket. But like his healing, was it even necessary? I don't know, dog. I don't think his healing was even necessary. You know what I mean? Because look at the bear. He's none of it. Who are you healing? He's mostly healing the bear with Vivifies. I feel like that's why people play the Fistweaver and Mistweaver in keys, just because you didn't need to heal. The bear got you covered. Hell, the bear could probably off-heal people if he was playing Regrowth. Like after the wildfire, he heals the group anyway. Heal the warrior for like a milli. The evoker though, man. Chrono Ward, Molten Blood, that didn't work. That's not doing bad at all. And these guys too, Rampages. I for some reason I thought it was arms, but his man's Fury. Fury probably scales much better with the Augie Evoker than arms. But he didn't do bad damage whatsoever, honestly. This guy also not terrible either. Although I don't know if Rain of Fire doing 20k is normal, but maybe that's perfectly normal. I think that is normal. His chaos bolts never really broke like 254. So I don't really know what kind of build he's got going on. He did say he was lagging the entire time. And the bear though, dude, the bear with raise, oh my god. That actually is a really good combo because I'm buffing the bear. He gets a bigger shield because he gets a shield based on the damage he does with raise and thrash and maul. So actually it works out really well to help Aug Evoker with a bear druid because I'm just basically making him tankier because he hits harder and he can give himself a bigger shield. That's actually so good. Dude, augmentation is, it feels like it's just the easiest thing in keys right now. Like, it's really nice though. Like the pressure of having to like DPS yourself, gone out of the window. All I'm doing is just maintain the buff and a pretty like simplistic rotation, more or less. And then just all I do is maintain buffs. I love this. It's really, really, really good. It's really good. Like the focus is so different. And it just like the approach to dungeon content is just so different too. Alright boys. I want to do a must. I want to do at least one more. Because Evoker is fun. We could do a key on the Rogue. Give Outlaw a go. That or do one of the other alts. Because I do want to get a Warrior alt key done. Maybe we could go Fury. Give that a try. Druid's done the key I think already. I think we did one yesterday. Either Demon Hunter or Brewmaster is also really good. I gotta give those guys a try as well. What do you guys think? Any ideas? Any suggestions? Just in the end, wasn't you catch up in the clickbait title? Or is it just a clickbait title? As for like catch up, they did add, so Jonathan, they added 2 new boxes that you can spec for your alts. So the PvP catch up as of this week is Conquest cap is lifted. So you can just spam out as much PvP, rated PvP as you want to catch up on Conquest. That means you can grind out a full set of PvP gear all on your own. If you have a main that's already geared out with a gear, but they still have Conquest on the side, they can buy catch-up boxes for their alts. So it can have a random item for PvP like pieces that you can just send to your alts. It costs like 375 Conquest, so it's like not the most expensive. The item you get in there is random, so like you're really hoping for the weapons and stuff. But yeah, so that's pretty good. Because it's just like a 450 piece of gear that scales for PvP. Then PvE has a catch-up as well for boxes, like PvE version of the boxes. We opened them, they didn't seem to be that good, but they're like 250 flight stones per, and it's like one of the random pieces of dungeon gear. It's like starts out 395 item level, can go to 411. If you can get yourself like a decent trinket in one of those, or like a decent weapon, that can be pretty good starter pieces for the alt character, as long as you have like the LFR crest, the Whelpling crest, to upgrade stuff all the way through, and a couple of fly stones, which isn't all that difficult to obtain. Like literally hanging out in Zarela caverns and get all the things you need. And just in general right now, like between the time rifts and the gear, time rifts can become tier gear, so it's a pretty easy way to catch up on your full set of tier. The trinkets in the time rift vendors are also not terrible for like a starter character. If you can't get in the mega dungeon, that's also pretty decent upgrades of gear through the mega dungeon as well. So like right now, I feel like it's a pretty good time to catch up any new characters, whether you're doing PvP or whether you're doing PvE. It's just really good time right now. And if honestly, as the chat was saying earlier, if they made so you could send crests over to alts, it'd be kind of insane. I don't think they would, because it'll just make the gearing way too easy, way too quick. But it would be kind of nice if they did. That's what I mean. A lot of people are expect a high DPS to deal high DPS, but this new role with all the pressure is gone. It is nice. It is really nice, because it just like it gives you a different approach to the dungeons in general. And like normally I'm just thinking about how to maximize my DPS, but like just changing that thinking of like how do I maximize my buff up time so everybody else can do DPS, and like how can I support my allies with heals or with cooldowns. Like my own personal defensive becomes a group defensive, so there's a little bit more like interesting thought process behind like when do I use these things. And it's really nice. Even like timing your breath ability, like you can use it offensively, but there's also moments where you can use it defensively to line up like a big chrono shield on everybody, because the harder everybody like commits damage into the breath, the bigger the shield that everybody's going to get out of it. So it's kind of like a group VT, or even a group like all the group heals that they've nerfed recently, VT, Nature's Vigil, and Ancestral Guidance, right? All those things, it's basically a better version of those things because it's a shield. It's a pretty short cooldown too in comparison. So like thinking about like when to use all those offensive, defensive, group utility abilities, it's just a lot more interesting, you know? And it's just like, it just works super well. Fury, we can do Fury Warrior. I haven't played Fury in a bit, man. I haven't played Fury Warrior in a good bit, but hopefully we can get it in a decent enough key. I'm gonna pull up a build, what everybody's playing for Fury. I like how, look, sub creation is so weird right now just because at the very, very beginning, it's just like only casters are really getting into play, and it's just bear druids and holy paladins. Like every other heal is just like down in the dumps right now. First week of this, what is it, the, or I guess second day of this week. But it's just like all the melee dude, they're just like all bottom. All of them, just because casters are getting so much more play than anybody. The triple combo, Fire Mage, Shadow Priest, Aug Evoker. There's literally nothing in between. Actually, chat, real quick. Arms or Fury? Out of the two, Arms or Fury? Because I love me some Arms, but I'll give Fury a go. I gotta pull up the subcreation again, just so I can get a build. Or should I just take like a build from like Icy Veins? Doesn't matter. Probably doesn't matter. What's this one? Is the Hack a Slash, Wrath of Fury. Is there ever a build that uses single-minded? I don't think so, right? Fury, okay. Arms all the way. I love me some Arms, dude. Arms, please? Wait, hold on a second. Because I like Arms. But the chat did point out to me that Arms does feel a little janky, though. Like, I'm not gonna lie. You guys are correct when you said there's a bit of jank to it. That being said, I do like the playstyle in general. Because plan and change it back to Arms unless it's in gameplay. I mean, I'll go with whatever chat has decided mostly. You know what I mean? Fight with Prod. Prod is really fun. Prod is actually fun. Now that I've got my tier, I really should give Prod another go. Because I feel like a full last stand build would actually be kind of fun. So what do you think, chat? Fury or Prod? Let me just get a Fury build for now, though. Nope, Fury or Prod. Fury or Arms. I'm gonna remove all these builds really quickly. I'm just gonna delete them. I do hope that Arms and Fury do get a little bit of a... After the Rogues, they do get another pass over. Fury, what's up, Adrian? Fury it is, boys. Fury it is. So the current build of Fury plays into... And tell me if I need to adjust anything at all. Got Fear, got Stun, got Breath. Or Dragon's Roar, rather. Onslaught. I guess I can put this here. I don't even know what goes there, honestly. Leap, Avatar, activate Avatar Recklessness, cast the other. I'm kind of used to the other one where it's Avatar, cast Odin's Fury, and the vice versa. We're not even playing that anymore. Anger Management, not Reckless? I mean, that could work. At least it's not a Spear build. I know that Spear apparently is really good. Maybe in like single target. Let's do it like this. I do have weapons though. I do have weapons for Fury. So I am pretty happy about that. I do need to give him like... I do have Wafting Devotions in them. I'm not sure if Wafting Devotion is what I want. Probably Sophic Devotion is better. But I have Wafting Devotion only because that's good for Arms. I have Score actually. Let's get into like... I don't know how much of a difficult cube we can get into in this thing, but it will just get into a key. Uldaman is okay. Halls may be okay. Underrot is okay. What's a good trinket for Warrior right now that comes from dungeons? Wait, also, speaking about good trinket. Isn't this... Hold on. Isn't this thing really, really good? The Vial of Animated Blood? Isn't that also really, really good, chat? Because I have... The only thing else I have is Zakali Grapnel. Oh, it is a grapnel. Okay, when I said grapnel, I was like, wait, is that right? It is a grapnel. But I have the Vial of Animated Blood. It's Biss. Okay, I'll trust you. But like, what's a good trinket for Arms from dungeons? Probably the answer is like a raid trinket. But it's like, there's gotta be like some kind of a decent dungeon trinket that I can queue for. Right? Because I like Arms. I don't know what it is. I like Arms a lot. It's not even that bad on Subcreation, but whatever. Subcreation's a little weird today. Trinkets. No, people are playing Vial, but why is it simming for so low? As Arms, I don't understand. Why is it simming so low? Apparently the best one is Elemental Pocket Anvil and then Ominous Chromatic Essence. So yeah, Rage Trinkets are actually going to be the play. Apparently people playing Mirror from the new Mega Dungeon. Yeah, Null Slayer is really the play then. But apparently this thing is okay. I don't know. Let's try to sign up for anything and everything, I guess. Vortex could be good. Underrod could be good. Augen Group. I don't know. Maybe that'll help me get in. Probably not. Vortex is good. Another Freehold is good. Never mind. Another Freehold is good. I'll just sign up for the sake of signing up. Let's see if I get any bites. So how do you play this? Maybe this one? Because I know you mostly use the Whirlwind to get your cleave roll in. But I guess I should also be using my cooldowns at the beginning, huh? Also, I should be using Onslaught a lot more. This actually feels pretty good. This actually plays really, really well. Wait, this actually plays really well. But this could be really fun. Although it is a very fast pace though. God, that haste. Also, when do you Bloodthirst? I feel like I almost never need to Bloodthirst. Although I have a tier set entirely stacked around Bloodthirst. When do you Bloodthirst, chat? Just like whenever? How many stacks? What's the minimum? What am I looking for? Because I got 7 stacks. I can just keep going. Okay, probably not Bloodthirst, right? Or do you Bloodthirst every global just so you can like put a bleed with gushing? Like, what's the priority here, chat? When do you Bloodthirst? Or is it only Bloodthirst for like Enrage? Also, I'm not getting any bites at all. Evo or Shadow? Bro, come on, it's a 16! Evo or Shadow? You kidding me? I am unable to join the group because I'm not a Shadow Priest and I'm not buffing nobody. You're kidding? It's a 16. Like if you're doing 23, I can maybe understand like 25. You want to get the best class possible? Totally get it, dog. But like it is 16. The problem is with like when a certain handful of classes become like the meta classes, it just trickles down to every other group afterwards, man. It just what's my key? Brackenhide. I mean, worst to worst, we could do that Brack. I just did a Brackenhide, and I wouldn't want to do it again on stream, just to get a bit of variety here, just a little bit of variety, you know. I think I tried to sign up for that one, but probably wasn't able to get in. Okay, well we got a couple of them. The spam buttons. Okay, that's a pretty good way of going about it. It would feel better if you used the... What? It would feel better since you used to playing the jaked up arms. Okay, hold on a second. The arms, besides pressing a ignore pain in between of your rotation, arms doesn't feel all that terrible. Like when an enemy is in execute range, it feels pretty good to kind of spam my executes back to back. Executes, overpowers, mortal strikes, that feels pretty fantastic. Okay? I'm not like an arms main or anything. I don't want to sound like I'm defending arms, but there's definitely like a huge aspect of it that's incredibly, incredibly fun. And like the executes, there's definitely like a coherent playstyle to it. But yeah, I to some degree, I will agree. Like it's just the ignore pain definitely does feel a little weird as a button. Like Maybe they should, it's just the whole, like, you use it just so you can dump more rage inside of the window, because you just over-generate rage right now as Arms Warrior. You just generate so much of it, you need to use an ability in between just to dump that extra rage into something, into a resource. So that feels pretty weird. If they can fix that, like, for, I don't know, whenever, like, they would maybe consider giving warriors a bit of a facelift, I think that'd be great. I think that should be one of those things that should definitely, like, tackle whenever. I'm not getting any bites at all. Just set up for another bracket hide, just for the sake of getting into a key. Or what do we do? Which was a way to get the worm fragments besides M+ and Ray, because I feel stuck not being able to get into 11s. Yeah, well, so there's worm. Yeah, I wish there was like a way to do it too, like maybe like a rare or something. It's just one of those things, like once you start getting those crests, once you start getting gear and getting crests, like once you get going, you're rolling. Up until then, killing for Fire Mage? Okay, so they're not gonna take me then. It's like once you get started, you're good, but like getting started, getting the ball rolling with the crests and all that stuff takes a second. What you could do is just like you could host your own keys, right? Because 11s, I guess it depends what your item level is right now. What item level in a warrior or upgrade lower fragments? I'm like 430 with the trinket in the 430s. Yeah, or upgrade lower. Yeah, I think if there was a cool way, if there was a way to like take a certain amount of Drake crests and convert them to a worm crest, or like take worm crest, convert them to aspect crest, I think that'd be cool. I know you can go the other way around. Like if you have like aspect crest, worm crest, you could downclock them to a Drake and a worm. But like I wish there was another way around of doing it, right? So you could like take a bunch of worm crests, they become Drake crests. Take a bunch of Drake crests, they can become. Did I get it right? Whelp. I meant to say whelp, Drake, worm, aspect. Take whelplings, make them into a Drake. Take Drakes, bunch of them, make them into a worm. You know what I mean? Like some kind of a progression. Because let's say you're just out in Zyrelite Caverns, farming the rares or whatever, just to get Drake crests. You convert them into worm crests. Like you put in the time. Like a fog. You put in the time into getting your Drakes. You know what I mean? Tell me your favorite color. I mean, I honestly would go with this one. I'd go with blue. No problem on healers, just in DPS. Yeah. On healers is not a different. I mean, healers and tanks, like you could be a little bit undergeared, and like they'll take you. You know what I mean? I'll go blue. At this point, I'm just trying to get into a group. At this point, I'm just trying to get in, man. That's what I'm trying to do, dude. Trying to get into a real key. Come on, man. KSH alt? I don't know. I feel like I have decent enough score. It's not amazing, but it's decent enough. Definitely item all for it. Come on, Douglas, please. Let me in. Telling you, if I was a Shadow Priest or an AUG, would have been halfway through a dungeon by now. More than halfway through. As soon as I hop on the warrior, it slows down. Even the warriors are not even bad for M+, like in terms of pushing. They're really not terrible. It's just right now, like, unless you're AUG, Shadow Priest, or an AUG, a Shadow Priest, or Fire Mage, like, not at all a melee in general are getting play. In general, you know? Big doinks only? Sure. Pause. Maybe I need to just try going for dudes that are just like one dude in the group waiting to make the key or whatever. Get in early, you know what I mean? Maybe that's the play. Maybe that's the strat. Because otherwise I'm just not getting in. Cry. I shot a little other frags and overworms. Yeah, it'd be kind of nice if you could just like like take 4 of them and convert them into like, or like take 2 or 3 or whatever number would be, and convert them to a higher rank. Because you have, if you have a bunch of them, like being able to convert them upwards would be nice. At least we got in. Maybe put a fresh streamer in your notes. Fresh streamer. You want to be on stream? You want to be in the spotlight, kid? You want to be in a casting couch? Wait a second. Hold on a second. I don't know why there's such a meta I keep seeing, but for whatever reason I get into keys and do keep see augmentation evokers why I get they buff people and make them stronger, but I don't think they would be this popular. They not only do they buff allies, but they also provide tank with a constant armor buff as well as with a shield. So for the tanks, it's easier to survive stuff. They also have the deep breath ability, which buffs the damage of like everybody in the group, right? They fly by, and then they also like make everybody a crit super hard. What dungeon is this for again? I joined the group, but I don't ultra rod. Okay, so I think I'm under rod. Did I take the wrong one? I was just clicking around. Yeah, I took the wrong one. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. We're going back over there. I was just clicking around. Actually, I looked at the wrong thing. That's my fault. Yeah, so I mean, they buff everybody, like they heal the tank and DPS. They give the tank a armor buff. They give everybody like a shield every time they do the drive-by. They give... I mean, they also can do quite a decent bit of off-healing. They have a cheat death mechanic. They have a rallying cry where whenever they pop their wall, they give everybody a shield buff. Their playstyle is a lot more forgiving, and there's a lot more opportunity for them to use utility abilities like healing your allies, or what is it, rescue, or their shielding. They can also take that shield they originally put on the tank. They can actually have a bit more flexibility with who they shield with that ability, because they can use it on a DPS when they're about to get hit by like a mechanic that would otherwise truck them. So they can like save somebody. What else is there? They have a knock up constantly to disrupt mobs too, and all these other buffs, like as they use their abilities, they also put up little buffs. Like the overall the amount of group contribution they bring to a group is pretty high, not only from like a DPS standpoint, but from like a utilitarian standpoint in general. Like everybody benefits. Healers heal for a little bit better. Tanks can be more aggressive or more defensive at the same time, right? Like a bear druid, for example. Bears scale pretty well with evoker. Not like amazing scaling off of agility. However, they're playing into like a... Oh, this guy isn't. This guy's doing a weird build. This is unusual. But most bears... This is weird, by the way. Most bears do play raids right now together with Clash and Claws and Ursa's Fury. The harder you hit these mobs, the more healing you get. So, yeah, and evoker buffs you. You do big damage. You got a big shield. You're living. You got an armor buff with a shield once in a blue moon. You're living. You got the big augmentation of evoker breath ability. That can also give you a shield as well. You're still living. Like, it's just really good. Do I not have consumables? I am very prepared for this run, huh? Okay, at least we got one consumable. Favorite part about pugging is basically begging to get in a group so I can be in second place, he pays by 20%. That's how it be sometimes, honestly. I did a Halls 21 earlier today. I woke up super early today. Actually, I was able to kind of fix my sleep schedule. We'll see if we break it tonight or not. But yeah, it's I was surprised I got in. It's like with a Red Paladin and a BM Hunter, Prot Pally Warrior, Prot Pally Tank, Holy Priest Healer. Do you know that you could go through like past the second, like when you kill the frog boss, all those dragons, that whole room, if you have a priest with a soothe, you can literally soothe and walk by them. Like if you just hug the left side of the wall, then the right side of the wall before the caster pack, you can just need to do like the final dragon pack and that's it. You can skip all that. It is crazy. But we did that dungeon and it just felt like, okay, it's just like a ragtag team of just a bunch of melee and ranged. And it's kind of like working. And it's just like, it really wasn't, I don't know, it was just, I don't know, it just, what I was trying to say with that dungeon, like everybody's always trying to get into a group, always trying to get in, and it's just, that one just felt super easy. It just wasn't a meta comp or anything like that, but like they're very doable with how much gear everybody has right now. You know, it's just, I don't know. Like I feel like everybody definitely has this whole like Ricky Bobby mentality of like in first year last, but like you really don't need like the meta. Meta does help you though. Not to say meta is bad. Meta is definitely helpful and in most cases preferred. Okay, just press buttons. Don't think, just press buttons. Can do. I'm still not sure what to do with my Bloodthirst chat. When do I Bloodthirst? I feel like I can just rage and blow forever and ever and ever. At some point I should Bloodthirst though, right? Or do a Bloodthirst on cooldown? We're gonna die. Or not? Or not. That felt great. Wait, do we have evoker? Augie? No. Normal evoker. For some reason I thought we had Augie. Almost missed that kick. Actually, I think I did miss it. With 30 heroic. So when your bloodthirst chat, anybody know? Anybody feel your main or any dabble with fury? I just don't feel like I ever need to press bloodthirst ever. I have way too much rage generation. This feels great, by the way. Oh my god, this feels so good. Is this what I've been missing out as Fury? Yeah, compared to ARMS, it definitely does feel like there's like a play style. There's definitely like logic behind why use abilities, although it's very, very fast-paced. Ridiculously fast-paced. Talk about decision making. Like Outlaw is very much a big decision making spec, but this is like trying to maximize your rage spend and rage generated. Oh, carpal tunnel. Definitely carpal tunnel. Also, I'm refreshing Whirlwind way too often. Is she an execute already? Come on. There we go. Okay, now I'm just literally swimming in rage. Wait, I'm doing less damage than the monk. I'm doing poorly. I'm overthinking. Don't think, just press. Just press buttons. That's where the problem was, dude. I was doing okay, and then we started thinking. When I started using my brain, my damage went down. I'm not even kidding you. Alright. Are we doing left, right side? No, this side? No, whatever you want to do, my guy. I'm cool with this. Oh, we are doing that apparently. Well, we made friends. I can stun the next one. Does Fear not use execute or ignore me? It does use execute. It's just like, it's just the mob needs to be at 20% health. I don't think I have that one execute talent. We could use execute when the enemy is like 35% health or whatever. So my executes are going to be very restrictive. Heal? Dispel? Anything? Help! Thank you. I think literally the bear's AoE healing is what broke me out just now. Which is hilarious. Full? More? We don't need a healer. We don't need a healer where we're going. We're fine. We're okay. Trust. Yeah, I don't really know when it should list Bloodthirst. Probably like a threshold where you do want to use it, like a certain amount of stacks, and you're chilling. I just don't know what that threshold is. I couldn't even guess. I got nothing for this guy. Yeah, I just had no stops. Sorry, boys. Oh my god, this is so fast-paced. Okay, I need a song that's about as fast as this spec. That's not quite there, but this will work. Oh god, are we pulling more? Pull bigger? Just go. Keep going more. More! More! I got nothing for that. Just gonna have to bear it. God, this is so fast. Oh my god, this is definitely giving like a Demon Hunter run for its money, man. Remember how Demon Hunters used to be like super high APM specs? Just as the more Demon Blades and Chaos Strikes you could do, the better. But that's I think when they were doing like the bite build. Like you were going for like Demon Bites. I can stop that. Oh god, flying in the air. My uptime. Uptime turns to downtime. When I literally can't melee. God. Those Bloodthirsts, whenever they stack up, look pretty good. Yo, my hand is gonna hurt after this, dude. This is so fast paced. What is happening? This thing is too quick. Wait for list? Nah. We can just keep going. Just send it? Okay, I guess we just send it. Wait, isn't tyrannical? Oh, probably not a good idea to send then, huh? Well, whatever he wants to do. You are the tank. You are the boss. Oh, this is gonna suck. Like, actually having to do mechanics. That's gonna blow. Getting caught in the claws too. Oh, it blows. Pick me. No. Yeah, Bear doesn't really know how to do the backup mechanic. But basically for that breath, yeah, you could take it to the face or you could just kind of backpedal a little. You take no damage to the face at all. But I don't think he really knows how to use mobility like that. As a Demon Hunter, you just gotta do a leap. As a warrior, you would also leap. Or just like literally walk away. Where could I go? I guess I'll do it like this. I just kind of got confused there. It's like I want to be on the boss, but it's also I should be doing mechanics too. Should I be more greedy? Probably not, right? I feel like I should be. I feel like if I was doing like a real key, right? We're really trying to time this key. My uptime is probably like the worst. Or probably I suffer the worst. I suffer the worst when I have very, very low uptime. So like just let the Paladin do it or something like that. Like if it was a real key, I guess. Just drop a Blight of Galakron 50% down to hot. That's pretty good, honestly. In a minute. That's not bad at all. Almost missed it. I say I gotta do the mega dungeon this week. I don't need my alts. I think we are gonna try it for like a deathless run though, to see if we can get the title. God, this is so fast paced. Oh god. Oh lord. Oh lordy. Oh my god. The onslaught just gives so much rage if I have a cleave on for that. Lordy. I can see why people play this. I can see why people play Fury over like arms. This thing is insane. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Heal. One thing I would love as Fury though is having like ignore pain would be amazing. Because I feel like that is kind of helpful as arms.
Interrupt.
God. This thing is ridiculous. Okay, I got like nothing for the boss though. Please don't pick me. Watch me get the mechanics, dude. Watch me get the mechanics, dude. Yep. I knew it. Oh, that was such a bad charge. That was so bad. That timing. Yeah, I walked away from this guy. I'm not doing the same damage as a monk. But maybe it would have been kind of sort of close. That's what I choose to believe, at least. Yeah, I'm definitely rusty on the Fury Warrior. I'm definitely not able to maximize this thing. It was like its value. Definitely don't feel like I'm playing this thing optimally. Although I am very optimal at standing in the orb. Like if I'm trying to get hit by all the mechanics, I'm definitely doing that optimally. We might be dead. Maybe of exaggeration. Maybe not. We finished out about where the monk was, but definitely I feel like if I had less uptime, or less downtime rather, less mechanics, I might have been okay. Yeah, I fell back in love with Death Red Savvy. It is pretty good though, right? I mean, earlier we played it. I mean, that build, what is it, the, what's it called? The Tyrant build, not Tyrant, Infernal build. It's pretty good, isn't it? It's just a simple pleasure of Destro. It is exactly what Destro is designed to do. Big damage, big chaos bolts, big rain of fire, big cooldowns. Feels great, plays great. That SL playstyle in general is just basically back. We're back to SL, but like the good version. Huh? Not what the rest of SL was. Yeah, this feels fantastic, by the way. That was great. That was awesome. What I like about the spec too is like it can do this kind of damages consistently. Definitely has a lot going on for it though. Like as a spec. Yeah, man, I thought Outer Rogue was like fast-paced. This thing is on another level. Jesus. Look pretty alive? I mean, kind of doing okay. I definitely do feel like I'm not doing that great as Fury. Like, I feel like there's definitely like optimization that I'm skimping out on here. Like, call it a gut feeling. It's not something I could really describe like exactly what I'm doing wrong. Just call it a gut feeling. Because I feel like there's definitely like a lot of thought process that goes into like why you would use certain abilities to generate rage. Like Matira said, I don't really know like when should I use Bloodthirst kind of deal, right? So there's a good chance I am getting that mechanic wrong. And I feel like I am holding on the cooldown on like Onslaught for a little bit too long. Like I'm not using it insta. I'm pretty sure there was like a thought process as to why you use abilities or why you would use certain rage generations above others. Right, to really maximize the value. Right now I'm just kind of like hitting buttons, trying not to think too hard about it. So overall, because I do have this problem where I don't think I wouldn't I don't WW enough, and it's all kind of bad. Whirlwind? Yeah, I always had a problem when I press whirlwind way too many times. Are you guys ready for light show? We got an evoker in the group, so it's gonna be very, very bright. Like in AoE though, I do feel like I press whirlwind way too much. I'm just always trying to maintain like the buff at all times, even if I have like one extra stack. I think it's all about just getting comfortable with like whirlwind in terms of stacks and watching out, making sure you don't over generate them or overuse them, underuse them. Gonna pop a wall here. My health does not feel healthy. Oh, I'm just dead. Just the dot. Am I standing and stuff, or is it just like just the dot? I'm not sure if that's something I did, or is it just like a lack of dispel? That, or I didn't get dispelled by one of the circles. That's probably what happened. Now that guy's dead. That's a healer that's dead. Oh, that's not good. Do we have a rest for him? We do, for now. Might have to press Bloodthirst more, just because I'm dying. Health? Heal, please? I got nothing. I actually got nothing. I just did a heal. I'm just getting trucked by the dot for 125k. Okay, I must be standing on stuff, right? I must be standing on stuff. There's no way we just melted there. All of us melted, in fact. Hold on. Just to double check. Abomination corrupts all players. So this is the dot that I'm just dying to, right? Or am I getting hit by someone else there? So it was okay. Dot tick for half my health. Then dot tick again. I got one Word of Glory and one Holy Prism. Holy Prism wasn't even aimed at me. It just cleaved me. It just in passing. Next one, I got a Tears Deliverance, which is passive. One Holy Prism, one Word of Glory for 60k. And that was it, and it just didn't really touch me. 5 seconds? Yeah. Oh, he's got 2%? Yeah. I don't really know. Maybe he was just doing damage or something. Who knows? Maybe it's like a damage build or something. Right? All those glimmers are just going into damage and healing. That's fine. Look, he's hitting him for 70k. Like, it's huge. It's huge. It's just I'm dead, but it's fine because his DPS is up there. I'm glad. I'm not sure. You're fine? I just didn't really know. Like, I just like, because there was a lot of times where I'm like, oh, must be a healer thing. It's like, wait, no, there's probably something I could have done. I mean, I could have maybe put his Bloodthirst more. I don't really know. But they only need like, what, 30% more? 30 more energy? And they're fine. I might have missed a circle, honestly. That's probably how we started falling behind, is I missed a circle, he had to dispel somebody, he got hit by frontal. Maybe that's what happens. Maybe the healer keeps getting hit by frontal. Maybe that could be... The tank could die. Hold on. The man needs... He's not playing the Ursol's build. He's not playing the Ursoc build. He might actually die. Wait, is he dead? Oh no! Oh no! This bear's playing a weird build. He's playing like the Moonfire build. He's not playing the Ursocs or anything. He's not playing like the Ursocs Frenzy. Fury? Frenzy? Let me get it right for once. Let me look it up. Fury. So he's not playing the Ursoc thing. The Ursoc Lego. He's not able to really heal himself as easily. He's playing like a full-on Moonfire build, which maybe does more damage. But yeah. Not healing or dispelling. I think he was just going for damage, and maybe he got hit by frontal, so he's trying to catch up himself. But maybe the guy's just struggling like healing when everybody is taking erotic damage. He's been... Because this whole run, like the only time we're really taking damage is if we're getting hit by stuff, which is probably we're dead. Or we're getting focused by something. Like the skitters. So maybe that's why the healer was having an easier time. Because just all us just getting like focused in most cases, and you can heal that. But like spread heal, I don't know. I'll just be a little bit more careful, try to make sure I get the dodges right. Or maybe I'll try using Rallying Cry for once. Because like there's some things I could probably do better with. Like, I'm trying to hit the guy, but I'm also gonna try to stay out of the puddle. Try keyword. I think everybody just keeps moving extra super far away just to make sure they're also not in the puddle. I'm taking big hits now. Ouchies. Unfortunate. Trying to get dispelled. Big heal. Big self heal. Huge. Position with a bear. Still sitting about half his health. Very uncomfortable with that. But what can you do? Okay, we just need to burn one more bar. And we're out of the woods. I am bloodthirsty once in a while here. Just in case. I have a big kill on my own. Just rallying cry for us. Because all I can do is cry in this kind of situation. Crying? I'm really good at that. Okay, so we got the ads. Just survive. Just survive, kill the ads. One more ad? Somewhere? Where's this ad at? There we go. That worked. That was okay, I guess. Almost did 100k? I mean, not bad at all. I definitely feel like I had done this better as Fury than Arms. At least this place. I also got a bunch of stuff that I could craft. Honest, I need to get myself more of these crests. Make myself the crafting crests. And then I can at least maybe make myself either, probably not a weapon, but like embellished items at the very least. Maybe like a, because I had a head-to-toe tier, so maybe like pants and belt. And that will work. I was thinking Shadow Flame more than anything. See why. That wasn't bad at all. Fury feels great. It's just I don't know the logic behind the rotation in terms of like which rage generator should I prioritize first and when should I use Bloodthirst. So that wasn't bad. That felt great to play. I don't think my damage was great, but it felt great to play. I love how Bloodthirst could crit for 114, by the way. I think that's awesome. Makes me think I probably should be using it a lot more often then. But everything else feels great. I just don't really... It's just really fast paced, man. I don't know how to react. There's a lot happening all at once. It's really fast paced. It's a little overwhelming, but like not in a bad way. It's just like it's a lot happening at once. I'm just like trying to parse it all. I can't do it while I'm mid combat. Playing Fury, just spam rampages alone. Basically, yeah, as long as you press on rampage, like you're fine. The devil is a there's likely a logic, a very strict one, as to like why you would use certain rage generators first in terms of Ravager, Onslaught, Rage and Blow versus Bloodthirst, right? With the tier and all that. So there's definitely got to be like a proper rotation behind it. I just don't know it off the top of my head. You know what I mean? And I felt like Outworld was a very fast-paced playstyle. This is like another level. What's weird is like this is mostly like 4 or 5 buttons. Where Outlaw is a lot more than this. But this feels overwhelming to me compared to Outlaw. I don't know what it is, man. Well, that is good. This feels great though. Here is good. I feel like Arms a little bit more in my speed though. At least Arms is like, it's methodical, but it's also slower. And every one of the abilities you use, I don't know, it's just like more my speed. I'm getting old, I guess. That's what happens when you get old, boys. You start being able to play Fury. Alrighty. Are we doing more? It's 7:38. I do have a raid later tonight, and I want to stream the raid, or at least that was my intention the other day, is to stream the raid. I don't know if I will be able to though, man. Maybe I should take it easy. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because I was thinking of streaming every single day this week. So I was thinking maybe stream tomorrow, stream Friday, Saturday, and then come back for the Sunday, and then go back for the Monday. I don't know. Should we do a raid stream? Because like tonight we'll be doing Neltharion and then Sarkarath. I think I'll take it easy tonight, man. We'll probably come back tomorrow and I'll stream tomorrow. But I think tonight I'll just take it easy. If for some reason I'm not in for the Echo, raid streams are fun. They are. But I don't know. I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm either going to be there doing Echo, doing Sark, just able to focus on it, maybe even get some food in between the pulls. It'd just be nice to just chill. Maybe even get some work done in between. Like if I'm not in, I should be in for Echo, but if I'm not in for any reason, because I'm probably in for Sark, then that'll give me like a chance to get some work done too. Stream Dal, like the raid streams, they're fun. I don't know. Self-care. That's what I'm thinking, because I'm thinking stream tomorrow, man, you know? Stream on a Thursday, but I think it'll be fun just to hang out with you boys. But like, to take it easy tonight would be kind of nice, honestly. If I am planning on stream tomorrow. Yeah, no, I'll take it easy tonight. I think I'll take it easy tonight. Next week then, yeah? Next week, boys. Let's plan for something next week. Raid stream next week. But I am going to be back tomorrow. I want to get my mega dungeons done tomorrow. Maybe like at least one run to see if I can get anything out of it, gear-wise or whatever. Take it easy. Appreciate you, boys. I'll see you guys tomorrow, though. I definitely want to stream tomorrow. Unless like something comes up, which I don't imagine. Like maybe like IRL stuff. Like a emergency or something. Although I don't plan on having one. I don't plan on having an emergency tomorrow. So I'll probably see you tomorrow, boys, yeah? It's a stream, take care. Yo, thank you boys so much for coming by. Appreciate you. This is actually really, really fun. Between the evoker, between the warrior at the end of the run. And what did we do earlier? It was Warlock? Between all those characters, it's actually very, very enjoyable, dude. I definitely, especially as evoker. I don't plan to have an emergency. You're attempting fade down. Honestly, I am, dude. I am. Alright, you guys have a good one. You're wonderful, beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. And then also Friday for 5-1-1 duels. You guys take it easy. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
I can't take it anymore. My mind's about to just take a breath and take it deep to show the world that you can see a light.